Teacher Thelma. Thank you po for taking the time with me to do this interview.
Thank you din for having me.
Let's start po with your description of your ideal teacher. Ano po ba sa tingin nyo ang katangian ng isang teacher?
Well, for me, an ideal teacher is someone who inspires, someone who knows the value of education, someone who is an agent of change, someone who has dedication and passion, and someone who believes in God and kindness. And lastly, someone who never gets tired of giving, kasi ang isang teacher ay palagi nagbibigay na ang tanging kapalit ay magkaroon ng magandang buhay ang isang bata sa pamamagitan ng edukasyon.
What is your teaching philosophy po?
One of my teaching philosophies is that you have to be a learner always to be able to teach. Kasi mabilis ang panahon, mabilis din ang evolution of technology. There is always something new to learn and always something new to teach. My other teaching philosophy is I believe in that education is the greatest wealth. Kasi walang teacher ang naging teacher para magpayaman ng pera. When you are collecting in learning, what you are investing in teaching and the learners are the treasures. Because what you teach is the foundation of country's development economically and technology.
Ano po sa tingin ninyo ang challenges na kinakaharap po ng ating education system today?
Medyo madami tayong challenges sa education system natin ngayon. Bukod pa doon sa existing problems natin before the COVID-19 pandemic, I think nadagdagan pa after the pandemic. Since I taught in public school, ito yung nakita ko na biggest challenge in the public school setting. For me, number one is lack of funding. And if there is a lack of funding, there would be a lack of infrastructures and lack of teachers. During my time, I think that was 1970s, sa isang teacher, 50 students sa isang section. And I had experience on that. Kakaunti pa ang teachers noon, kakaunti rin ang classrooms. Pero sa laki na ng population ng Pilipinas, parang mas marami pang kailangan teachers at marami pang paaralan na kailangan. So, during and after the pandemic, mas lalo pang dumami ang mga students ngayon na enrolled sa public schools dahil maraming mga magulang ang nawalan ng pagkakakitaan na hindi na nila makayanan na magpaaral sa private schools. So the second challenge I see today is technology. What I mean is, technology is a good thing. However, in public school setting, not everyone can access and afford it. And if learners and even teachers cannot access it, the quality of education will suffer.
Teacher Thelma, ano po sa tingin ninyo ang maaari natin maging solusyon sa mga kinakaharap po nating problema ngayon sa education?
Well, these problems that we have in education are not an isolated issue. And to solve these problems, it must take the whole country and its people to go hand in hand to contribute to its solution. I may say that the Department of Education has always endeavored to get funds, and its school system is also making programs to give the best possible education for all learners. However, individually and as a community, we should not depend only on the government or the school system. What I mean is there are lots of organizations and institutions that offer scholarships and aid. We have to make efforts to at least contribute to the education of our children.
Lastly po, can you give us a message to those aspiring teachers that we have today?
Uh, all I can say is to all aspiring teachers, ngayon pa lang, love your chosen profession and always be a learner at heart.
Again po, thank you, Teacher Thelma, for doing this interview. You are really an inspirational teacher. God bless you po and more power.
Okay. Thank you too. I would like to thank you for giving me this chance and opportunity to give some ideas, although I am already a retired teacher for so many years. And I do hope that the aspiring teachers will get some pointers when they are already a teacher.
When this course project required me to interview a teacher, I was trying to think of a teacher that had an impact on me, but I could not remember anyone. I could remember some of their names, but that was it. Teacher Thelma is the teacher of my titos and titas and even our family friends here in the community. I would remember they would invite her to their class reunions and even the school anniversaries. She is like even though she's retired, she's like a teacher figure here in the community. At first, I could not understand how could they remember her, because it was a long time ago when they had her as a teacher. But I realized that the community plays an important role. The thing is, we have lived here in the community for the longest time. We were born and raised here in the community. Kumbaga, mga sinaunang tao dito sa community. So each of the clans, they know each other from whose father's father and even to the newest generation. And Teacher Thelma was one of the earliest teachers that have taught here in the community in the public school. So I guess, even though after she retired and changed careers, being a teacher still remained with her. And I think that is what happens to most of the teachers even after they retire. They still remain and the people remember them as teachers. Being a teacher is not just a title. Being a teacher will become a part of you. And you have to have an exceptional character and a giving nature, not just to be remembered by your students, but also a contributor for the benefit of the community.